So we're starting to get some details about Killing Floor 2's Halloween update 2021, including the 2 new weeklies and 4 new weapons coming in the update. Hey guys, this is Chris with B&B Gaming. Welcome back, and I hope you're doing awesome today. Thank you for taking the time to check out this video. Thank you for all your likes, your shares, your comments, all your support. Definitely appreciate it. Now to start with, guys, we have the first new weekly outbreak called Abandon All Hope. In the blog post it says, the last reports we got from the forward scouts that called this one in was to be prepared to run and fight. The hordes of Zeds they found were in larger counts than your standard set found normally roaming about, as well as faster and most of all enraged. From the few images that came in, it appears as if more elite Zed variations may also be mixing in. For those mercs that choose to take on this challenge, we are making sure that more ammo has been dropped in. We wish you all the luck in the world. You're going to need it. So in the new weekly Abandon All Hope, there's going to be more Zeds on screen at one time. Now currently the maximum of Zeds on screen at one time is 32, and this is with a 6-person lobby. And from what I understand, there's different servers on PC that actually increase this. So hypothetically, the game should be able to handle it. I guess we'll find out how it performs on PS4 and Xbox One, where we notoriously have different performance issues. Now, in addition to having more Zeds on screen at one time, the Zeds are actually going to move faster and are going to be enraged. Now, along with this, they also mentioned there are going to be more elite variations that are going to appear in this weekly. Now to balance this out, it says more ammo has been dropped in. So I'm assuming that means there's going to be more ammo drops on the map, or the ammo drops are going to appear more often. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Now regarding Abandon All Hope, one user on Tripwire's forum, Missing Trigger, asked, Abandon All Hope sounds like a new difficulty people have asked for. So it's kind of sad it's only on weekly rotation with no option to play it consistently. Jared Creasy answered Yushiro and said, Abandon All Hope can serve as a trial to be introduced more widely into the game, much like the King Fleshpound, and yes, it is harder than Hell on Earth. So that's interesting. What exactly can it serve as a trial for? Is it serving as a trial for a higher difficulty? Is it serving as a trial for these new elite variations? Is it serving as a trial for a more intense game mode where there's lots more Zeds? Hopefully all the above, because I'm definitely ready for something new in Killing Floor 2. And I'd actually like to see Killing Floor 3, but I mean, if we have Killing Floor 2, we definitely could use a new game mode. Now the second new weekly outbreak is called Wild West London. It says, yeehaw, mercs! It's time for a fun diversion from the usual, don't you think? Some of the lab coats have been using their personal project time to put cowboy hats on the Zeds via drone delivery, and we've had just about enough of that. To clean up the mess, we've agreed to issue you only revolvers, bolt and lever actions, and bows. That way the lab coats agreed not to complain too loudly. And they also mentioned something about a sepia filter, which is basically an Old West film grain. Prepare to fan fire your way through these monstrosities, and do aim for the head for a small heal. So get out there and meet those Zeds at high noon. So with Wild West London, that's a tongue twister, we're only going to be able to use revolvers, bolt and lever action rifles, and bows. So the crossbow and compound bow. In addition, headshots are going to grant a small amount of self-healing, and we're also going to have the sepia filter, and evidently the Zeds and the players are going to be wearing cowboy hats. I'm just thinking about the King Fleshpound with a cowboy hat. It should be fun. Now, of course, each one of these 2 new weeklies is going to have new rewards for completing them. Now, besides the 2 new weeklies, we're also getting 4 new weapons for the Killing Floor 2 Halloween update. To start with, we have the HRG Tommy Boom, and this is for Demolitionist and Survivalist. In the blog post it says, tired of your grenades being big and the resulting booms large? No. Want to spread around some of that explosive message to whom it may concern? Look no further than that Tommy Boom. This modified SMG has been over-engineered to fire explosive ammunition and deliver it as fast as you can keep your finger on the trigger. That's funny. This Tier 2 brings a whole new way to share your love of explosives with all the Zeds headed your way. Now, for me, this is an interesting weapon because, not necessarily for demolitionists, but I think it has potential to be really good on survivalists because of make things go boom and whatever the fast reload is for demolitionist. So I think this could be a really good weapon because I know the kaboom stick is awesome on survivalist because of make things go boom because you have such a huge radius. Potentially, the Tommy Boom I think could be the same. The second new weapon is the Disruptor, and this is for gunslingers. In the blog post it says, Gunslingers, have you ever found that the big ones are always coming right for you and you didn't have the right option to get out of the situation? Enter the Disruptor. This little darling is designed to send disruptive plasma blasts down range to quickly keep the crowd at bay, or in a slower firing, more powerful shot for those bigger ones. So basically the Disruptor has two fire modes, a fast firing low damage shot for trash and a slow firing high damage shot for larger Zeds. Now the third new weapon, and this is one of the paid DLC, is called the Piranha Pistols. And the Piranha Pistols are for the Gunslinger and the Berserker. In the blog post it says, we know exactly what you're thinking, Zerkers and envious gunslingers. The Eviscerator is too big to carry with you at all times. Well, some of the lab coats agreed and have developed a pocket version they're calling the Piranha Pistol, able to bring the smaller size ferocity of the spinning blades to carve up your foes. We should note that you can take two if you want. All in all, the Piranhas offer everything you love about the Eviscerator in a new bite-sized package. So the Piranha Pistols fire basically the Eviscerator blades and can be dual-wield. Now one question I have about this is for Survivalist, does Survivalist Melee Expert affect this weapon? I asked them on Twitter and they haven't gotten back to me yet. If they do, I'll leave it in the pinned comments below. Now finally, for the fourth new DLC weapon or paid weapon, it's called the Corruptor Carbine. So the Corruptor Carbine is for the sharpshooter and the field medic. In the blog post it says, the last addition to your arsenal is what we're calling the Corruptor Carbine for medics and sharpshooters. What makes this bolt action contraption so special is its secondary ammunition that the lab coats call a seed. It goes on and says that a target that has been seeded will explode on death in a cloud of standard medic gas that heals friendlies and poisons Zeds. But be warned, a seed won't last forever in the wild and will degrade over time, so you may need to consider the timing of your shot. So basically it sounds like this is like the Seal Squeal's primary fire, but without the ability to detonate it whenever you want to. So I think they're like 4 seconds or 5 seconds before they auto explode. Now thinking about the Corruptor Carbine, for Survivalists, I think this could be a powerful weapon. First of all, you have the Sharpshooter reload buff, then you have Medic Expert, and on top of that you have Zed Explosion. For me, I really love Survivalist. The medic grenades with Zed Explosion I think is really powerful, so I think potentially this weapon could be really good for him. So what do you guys think of the 2 new weeklies, the 4 new weapons, the potential of them adding new stuff into Killing Floor 2 as far as elite variations, maybe a higher difficulty? Let me know what you think. For me, I'm always excited about new Killing Floor 2. I'm excited about the 4 new weapons. I'm excited about the 2 new weeklies. One criticism I have of the weeklies or the new ones is I barely ever get to play them. I actually have not played the summer ones because they haven't really shown up. Now granted, I don't play Killing Floor 2 as much as I used to. I used to play at least 1 or 2 games a night. Currently I'm playing something else, but I wish they would actually put the weeklies in the new updates, right? They should be available right away, not whenever they show up. Expanding on that, I think Killing Floor 2 really needs a new game mode. Something like when they added Endless Mode, where it added something new into the game. I think all the components of Killing Floor 2 are awesome. Every time I take a break from it, come back to it, I'm like, wow, this game is really good. And then I played so much of it that it's like, played for about a week, week and a half, and that's about it. One thing gives me hope that they are looking to add some new stuff here besides weapons and a new map every update, new enemies, or a new game mode, hopefully, that would refresh the formula here, is in Yoshiro's response about the new Weekly Outbreak, Abandon All Hope, where he says, Abandon All Hope can serve as a trial to be introduced more widely into the game, much like King Fleshpound, and yes, it is harder than Hell on Earth. To me, and maybe this is just wishful thinking, but it seems like it's a new game mode, or they're looking at just refreshing the formula a little bit here. Either way, I would like to see something new here.